Sleepy Jug. Sleepy Jug. Bitch. Alright, PP Jug audience, we got a lot of good Call of Duty Warzone content coming at you. I've been having a ton of fun playing it this past week, which is a very high contrast to the last time I was playing it. It was not having fun. But anyway, I do pretty much the same Gulag strat every time. In the previous Gulag, I did the same strat every time as well, which is I run the same direction every time, push super hard, and it works out more often than it doesn't work out, at least in my experience. Alright, I don't know how it'll work for you. So that's the long and short, but we're going to walk through it right now because there's more to it than that. On the old Gulag, I went left, so if they bring the old Gulag back, go left. But anyway, general thing, run the same way every time, get real used to it, and learn to adjust to every single thing as it applies to running to that one side. So let's kind of just play through here, see what happens. Go in here, right here. That's where you get a chance to peek there. Now, with how the Gulag works, no matter which way it goes, you'll generally get like some sort of view when pushing on this side. So on this side, this is where you look for your line of sight. If he's going there, boom, pre-fire there. If he's going that way, boom, chase. If you don't see him at all, keep pushing towards his spawn because sometimes people just sitting there. Okay, go in here, see him, push, get a couple tags, then we readjust. So, of course, you have to do some adjusting and readjusting and whatnot. It's not just you run this way, the same thing happens every time. It's you run about halfway and start taking in information so you can outplay your opponent. It's not just about having the reflexes, even though you're pushing them all big dicky style, but it's also about playing smart, sound whoring them, or should I say sound whoring? Sound abusing them. You know, it's not abusing anything. It's literally just fucking listening. Yeah, right. It's using the game sound is not cheating or doing something bad. It's the sound barely works as it is. So fucking use it. Don't feel bad about it. Okay, let's get on to the next example. All right, so in this one here, we'll go through another one of the situations, and eventually we'll move to pushing from the other side. But as we're going, I want to show you all the different points where you take in the information and what decisions you make once you receive that information. So let's go 3, 2, 1. Push right here, observe. By the way, I'm gonna say right now, I don't know, include a clip of me dying. If you see him running that way, you have to pre-fire that. If you see him by the timer starts shooting, it's over. But anyway, check there, I don't see any running, check there, and then boom. All right, let's back this up a second. Well, I guess it. All right, too far. All right, let's watch it through here. Check, right here. I've often had games where there will be a person sitting right here waiting for you, and you just have to swing around the corner this way or the other way, whichever way you feel is the right way to go at the time. You have to react differently based on the shit you're dealt. The cards are dealt. Why is someone dealing you shit? You should find them. You can produce your own. Anyway, it is so common for there to be someone right by this fucking paint cam waiting for you to come around and push. So check that. That's a corner you gotta check. And maybe while you're looking here, give a passing glance over here. Make sure he didn't sneak by without you seeing him. Nope, turn. It was kind of a sloppy turn. He did have a chance to shoot me, but yeah, I don't know why so many people stay in spawn like that. It happens. Anyway, on to the next. Let's start taking a look at some stuff from the other side. Maybe we'll bounce back and forth as I'm going through clips here. But anyway, starting on the opposite side. Granted, we don't have the car here anymore, so you can't pull that corny head glitch anymore. Well, when that was the thing, that was the meta I'd do, is try and do the head glitch for the car. But I don't know, it changed, and this way just got even better for me, and it's easy to not have to think about what I'm going to do. I could just go and react anyway. So we're going 3, 2, 1, boom, right here. Now, it doesn't seem like it. They moved it around a little bit since the car, because before you could actually catch a little view of right in between the buses. Now it seems harder to do that. But over here, you can catch a view if he's running. You know, the character runs just as fast as you. If you're pushing hard right, he's pushing hard left, you should see each other right there. So then you move on, and then here's the point. he kind of slides up on me and surprises me. So this is just one of the things you have to account for. But when you're halfway down the bus, it's a listening moment. Take in the footsteps. Do you hear them there? If you didn't see them go the other way and you didn't hear them there, they're probably camping in spawn or behind that sign or something. This guy just came flying around the corner, and I just kind of hopped and drop shotted and got shit done. So, sometimes you just gotta hop and drop shot and get shit done. That's something that happens. It doesn't invalidate the strat. Moving on. Yeah, we'll keep bouncing back and forth as we see them. I'm just browsing clips and seeing what I want to use. I think this one would be good to illustrate my point. So we're running up, we're checking. He's not there, so he must be around the sign, right? And doing that sort of jump around the sign like that. Yeah, doing this sort of jump right there around the side allows you to you jump around, and you're going to check here first and pan over. And this is more risky than going around the other way because you have 2 lines of sight you're trying to check. But it's also listening, intuition, just everything going on. Okay, another quick thing proving my point about them spawn. Check, wide swing, boom, he's right there. Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times. Also, a lot of people staying back there, but anyway, people want to hide behind the side. It's just check. You rush at him, you check the angles, you react. Here, before we even really move on, I got one more for you. The rule of 3s, check. I didn't check the other side as well that time. I think I had some audio cue there, but still. Flawless. But Azwepe, what if he goes to the left side of the sign? Well, I don't know. Maybe that's part of reacting to your environment. Check. He's right there. Boom. Jump. Drop shot. Kill him. Dead. Easy. So Fine and I have a lot less footage of this other side of the Gulag than I thought. But anyway, I'm going to show you around where this gets kind of chaotic. I feel like this side went from being the strong side to the weak side in this respect, but still, we're doing the same push. I had a little hesitation there. I don't know why, but boom. No, check there, no one. Check there, no one. Boom. Up there, see him. Do a stun. Now, this is always tough. Right here, this is always tough when the other guy's an aggressor. When you rush up here and you do the listen and you hop around the corner ready to fucking hop and drop. You come around, you're ready to hop and drop. All right? No one there. You turn, you look straight up the aisle, he's over there. You got another aggressive, sweaty player. And then from here, it's all about the ears and the tasting and all. Just still check. Boom. I still checked those same 2 areas and checked right there. It's not just, you're not just looking here. Yeah, obviously, or maybe not obviously. I don't mean to insult you, but you're looking. You don't have to necessarily fly your crosshairs to each one because you're trying to just take it all in. All right? Let's go, you see him there, and boom, get a nice little wall bang. He wasn't looking at me, so yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Let's move on. And this side is trickier because it relies a lot more on sound than it does on sight, whereas the other way is very sight-oriented for your push. But either way, you're forcing these fights to be close-paced and frantic, and that's what you want. You don't want to do a long-range aim challenge with an aim god, aim bot, hacker, TTV, MLG, fucking person who plays this game for a living and or just buys hacks or whatever. Alright, you want to come around that corner flying and just be at all sorts of crazy, but within reason. Hop dropping is not a brainless activity, I tell you. So we check, we listen, we pause here and we listen. Here a guy starting to run up and go. You hear a guy starting to run up, so we initiate the hop and drop. You got to be the first one around the corner. It's part of that, peeker's advantage or whatever. Not saying you can't win if they're the first one around the corner, but if you hear them coming, get to hopping, bro. Get to hopping. All right, back to the easy side for another scenario. Boom. Running, you check. Go this way. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad example. I just sprinted up through there. I think I heard something. But either way, sometimes they go on the right side, and sometimes you sprint right up through, you hear up, you slide around the corner, you do whatever, you get in close, frantic, kill them, get the dub, die again, lose. Start the game over again. Shut it off. Try and sleep. Can't sleep. I can't sleep. All right, moving on. All right, so maybe I didn't quite have as much Gulag footage as I thought. I purged a lot of footage after each update, so I'm not constantly making vids out of old updates, old content, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, still one more pro tip for going down the tough side, the bus side, all right? When you're coming around, sometimes there will be a rose skin right there by those barrels. And they are practically impossible to see, especially right there. You're trying to look for it. Now, that's just like, kind of like the other side. You really gotta come flying around the corner and have that be something you check. Preferably, I guess, check wide as you're swinging around. Go from, right to left as you're panning around. Standard, checking angles and stuff. But yeah, that's the last real tip I got. Otherwise, that's, the same thing. They might be camping in spawn or pushing up the other way. There's just kind of less kind of ways to go. I mean, you push the barrel to go around that way or that way, but that's all based on what you're hearing and seeing. But basically, you just do the same thing every time, and gradually you see there's only a certain number of outcomes for each way to play out. So you're looking for the enemy here. Is he coming around the corner here? No, is he there? Or is he there? Or is he right there? Or is he in spawn? Or did he run back the other way? And if the guy's running back the other way and he's super aggressive and you're all going on the run around, that's where it gets to be a lot more frantic. Unsurprisingly, the more moves you make, the more complicated it gets. So you're trying to end it fast. You're trying to push them, no going for the flag. Preferably, don't even wait for them to get their grenades if you can help it. Get on them while they're still waiting for their grenade to pop so they can throw them out there. That's what I like to do. I mean, a lot of people like to go up and look at the middle or apparently stay in spawn or... Let's see. We can show it because you can get up. Where is it? It's on both sides, but I guess you can't really see if I'm not going for it. That area kind of right up here, bottom of that little building. You can stand right out on the side and get up on that little ledge and look over for sort of. I don't know if it's a parkour where you can get up all over this place. I've never done it. I always run right. Always run to the right. And that's what I do. Oh, yeah. And also, until the countdown, look that way. So the person over there, while you can still see the outline on either side, is thinking, oh, he's looking that way. He might run that way. And that also is a fake to kind of lead him into running at you on the right side. Because, the last thing you want if you're pushing this way is for him to come running up that way. If we're coming from the opposite side, it's easy to chase him down the side of the bus. So it's easier to get chased because if you get caught halfway between one end of the bus and another, there's nowhere you can go for cover. That's why this side sucks. But it's still doable. The other side, you could say the other side sucks because there's too many options and there's too much information to take in. But this is just how I do it. It's I win a lot of gulags. I'm not super good at the game, but if you die a lot in game, you get a lot of gulag practice. I've been winning them, so now take it for what you will. I hope this helped you. Now, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the Twitter. It's in the description below. Do better in your gulags.
Get good, scrub.